lot of you requested me to do a MAC starter kit video where I show you some of those MAC products that I think are good to start out with if you haven't tried MAC before, or if you just want a really nice basic collection of MAC products. So without further ado, let's get into it. Firstly, let's start out with something really basic that everyone should have, a good foundation. This is the one called Face and Body Foundation from MAC, and it is just so good. I would definitely recommend this one for you guys who haven't got trouble with any like redness or imperfections, because it's a really lightweight foundation. I would say for teenage girls who's just started out with using makeup, then I would definitely recommend this one because it is really lightweight. It's light in coverage as well, so it is not too noticeable, but it's still there and it still gives a bit of coverage and evenness to your skin and your complexion, so I really like that. It is water-based, so you really have to shake it well before you use it, else it's just, you know, like liquid, weird stuff that comes out. So always remember to shake it really well. And also the color range in this foundation thing is actually really big, so you can definitely find a color that matches you perfectly. And I would always say go ask the MAC lady or man, whoever stands at the MAC counter, to help you to match you to the right foundation, because it is so important to find the perfect color match for you. Moving on, I want to show you this one. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder, which is a pressed powder. It looks like this, and this is actually one of my absolute favorite products from MAC ever, because you can use this as a powder on top of your foundation, but you can also use it as a foundation on its own because it's got a high coverage level. It is actually the most covering powder from MAC, so it really covers so well. It can cover like imperfections, redness, stuff like that. It's just really good. And I would always say use a nice kabuki brush to blend it in, and then it's just good. I really love this powder. It also comes with a sponge as well, so if you're into using sponges, you can use that. I personally don't prefer using sponges. I think it's like, I don't know, too messy, and just, yeah, I don't like sponges, but you know, it depends on what you prefer. But I love this one. I think it's amazing. It's such a good powder for all kinds of purposes. So you can use it as a powder, as a setting powder, as a foundation, you know, whatever you really need. So I love it. And also the color range is once again humongous, so you can definitely find a color that matches you perfectly. The next product I want to show you is a bronzer, and I would say bronzer is probably one of those things that you don't start out with using, but I would say this bronzer from MAC is so good and it really suits almost everyone. It's called Matte Bronze, and it's a matte bronzing powder. I love this bronzer because it just suits everyone. It doesn't really matter how pale you are or how dark you are. I just really think that it suits so many people. Also, it's matte, so it's not too showy, but it's very pigmented, so a little goes such a long way, and it's just such a good quality product in my mind. If I just try to swatch it so you can see the actual color, then it's right there on me, and as you can see, it doesn't go too orange on me at all. It looks very, I don't know, dark and pretty. As I said, I hate those bronzers that go like orange on you or look really weird, but this one is really pretty, and I just think it blends in so nicely. Moving on to a blusher, I think MAC does some amazing blushes, but I would say the first blush that I actually ever got from MAC was the one called Melba, and this is in a matte finish, and it's just a really nice light peach color, and it looks so pretty. I haven't seen anyone wearing this one that it didn't look good on, so it's just a really nice universal blush that just goes great for every skin tone. On me it looks really pretty. As you can see, it's right there. It's really pigmented also because it's a matte finish, so it looks really pretty and very natural as well. It's just a really nice cheek color. Lastly, for the face, something that I've always loved doing, that is highlighting. This is the most amazing highlighter in the entire world, and I love this above any of my other highlighters, or almost all of them. This is my MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in the color Lightscapade, and it is an amazing champagne I don't know, pearlescent color. I just think it's so pretty. It's got some minor blue things in it as well, and some red ones as well. If I give you a close up, it is just such a pretty highlighter. I love it. I think this is more wearable than Soft and Gentle, actually, because Soft and Gentle is so champagne bronzy, whereas this is just a really nice white, don't get me wrong, but white champagne-y highlighter. So I really truly love this one. Then we move on to the eyes, and I think MAC's paint pots are the best products to start out with. They are just such good quality products, and I love all of them. I've got so many of the paint pots. But one paint pot that I really want to share with you is the one called Soft Ochre. And the reason being that this can be used for two different things. One as a base for your eyeshadows, and two as an eyeshadow on its own. It is just a really nice yellow tone, flesh toned color. And I really like that because, as I said, you can use it as a base under your eyeshadows or on its own if you just want a really bare-faced makeup look. This is one of their prolonged wear paint pots, so it really stays on all during the day. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't crease on your eyelids. It's just such a good quality product. Next is a liquid eyeliner. This is the one called MAC Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner in the color On the Hunt, which is just a plain black one. This one is so dry, you guys, so I have to throw this one out and buy a new one, but I just wanted to share it with you. The tip looks like this, and it's actually really easy to work with. As you can see, it can create some really nice lines, and I think this is one of MAC's most popular products because it's just so easy to work with. It's seriously a idiot-proof liquid eyeliner. Moving on to eyeshadows, the first one I want to show you is the one called Coquette. This is in my Brow Duo palette, which is for brunettes, and I personally love this color. You can both use it as an eyeshadow, as I said, but you can also use it for your brows. It's the one that I've used today, and in the pan it looks kind of like dirty brown grayish, but when it gets on it looks really natural, as you can see. You can also use this one in your crease. It really just works wonders. It's such a multiple use product, and I love it. Another great starting out eyeshadow is actually the one called Naked Lunch, which is right there in my palette. I love this one and I've worn it so much. I love it because it's a very basic color. It's in a frost finish, so it's really like shimmery, but it is also very downtoned because the color is kind of like flesh tone, so it doesn't look too much out there. And if I try to swatch it, then I can give you a better idea, maybe. It is not too noticeable. It is very like sheer, but it does give a bit of a color, and I really like it. I think it's pretty. You can also see it on my fingers here. It is really shiny and pretty, and just a really nice lid color, if you ask me. And the last eyeshadow that I just want to show you is the one called Satin Taupe, which is this one, which is a taupey color right there. And I think everyone should have this one in their starting out MAC kit, or whatever you like to call it, because it is just one of the most amazing eyeshadows in my mind, because it changes color a bit depending on which light you're in. It's right there on my finger. Just look how beautiful that is. So pretty. And when I swatch it, it's also really pigmented. It's right there. Isn't that just an amazing color? I think it's so pretty. In some lights it looks kind of like lilac-y, and in some lights it looks really brown. So it's just a really nice taupe. I think it's so beautiful. I love it to pieces. Moving on to MAC's lipsticks. MAC is so freaking popular thanks to their lipsticks. They are just so good, and probably some of people's favorite products from MAC. And the one that I want to share with you is the one called Angel, which is in a frost finish. And it's just a really nice basic pink lip color, and it's actually the one that I'm wearing today, and it doesn't look too pink and it's not too noticeable, but it's still there. It gives a little extra play to your lips and just looks really pretty. So lastly, I've just got 5 brushes from MAC that I just want to go through really quickly, but these are my favorite brushes from MAC. The first one here is my 266 brush, which is an angled brush, so you can use for either applying powder to your brows, you know, to do your brows with it, or else you can also use it to do some gel eyeliner. And I've had this brush for 6 years now, and it still looks amazing. It doesn't even look like that it's been used, so it is just such a good quality product. The next brush I want to show you is my 239 eyeshadow brush, which is kind of like tight in its bristles. So it's just really good to pack on eyeshadows on the entire lid. Next brush is probably one of my ultimate brushes in the entire world. It is my 217 blending brush from MAC to blend eyeshadows. It is so easy to work with. I love that it is so fluffy but still a bit firm, so you can really do some nice blending work with it. Next brush is my 150 brush, which is just this huge powder brush that you can use for your entire face. I really like this one, also because the hairs are kind of like fluffy and it's kind of like tapered as well, so it really just goes out and gives a nice volume to work on large areas on your face. The last brush is a kabuki brush, and this is the one called 182. And as I said, it's a kabuki brush. It's really nice and fluffy and amazing to use for powders or stuff like that. It is just the best and I love it. Also, that is so small, you can really use it if you're going on a holiday or if you're going traveling or just want to have it with you in your handbag. It is so tiny, so it is just easy to have with you. And that was my MAC makeup starting kit or products I think you should buy from MAC. I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet, but it was just really highly requested from you guys, so I thought I wanted to do it. Also because these products are really good, and some of those quality products from MAC that I really just swear to. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on my Instagram. That makes me so happy. So thank you so much for watching this video and have the most amazing day. Bye! It started to crease around my nose, which kind of bothers me because it looks like that I've got some white thingies